What's up everyone, my name is Josh and this is Josh Unboxed, and welcome back to the Daily Grind, a video series in which I talk about particular cards, plays, strategy, news, and how it affects the overall sports card market. In other words, I'm just trying to find a way to help us navigate through the craziness that is the sports card world of today, as well as to help us make much more sound purchasing and selling decisions. And today, I wanted to have a discussion about the Select brand and why I love it. I know there's other content creators who have made videos in the past about Select and their thoughts on Select and its place in the hobby. And I'm a big Select guy. I like that set. I like the way it looks. I just like the whole concept of it with the 3 tiers. I think Select has a lot going on for it. Now, this is not to say that Select will surpass Prizm. I don't think it will, at least not anytime soon. I think it'll take some time for Select to overtake Prizm, but I do feel that Select presents a lot of value still. I have numerous reasons as to why I like Select, and one of them is the fact that it's a hobby-only product. So when Select first came out, it was just hobby-only, and I feel that that whole idea of it being a hobby-only product helped limit its print run to the point where it's not overly produced like Prizm or Optic, which were also available in retail. So because Optic and Prizm were available retail, a lot more people were able to get their hands on that product. And because a lot more people are able to get their hands on that product, we see much more supply, which is why we see high pop reports, especially with Prizm, with the ultra modern rookie cards, whether it's basketball mainly, and football. I suspect that we will see a similar trend with a high pop report of its current rookies in the market right now. Although data doesn't really show that it's in the same numbers as basketball, but in terms of the concept of a lot of people wanting to buy Prizm, you'll probably see an influx of Prizm football rookies increased in the pop reports, especially with the backlog at PSA. We'll see more of those trickle in, I suspect. However, with Select, another thing, it is a chromium card. So between the Prizm, Select, Optic, Mosaic, they're all chromium cards. So the chromium stock is very, very popular in today's sports card market, and you see it with the rise in Topps Chrome versus Topps Flagship in baseball. Another thing that I like about the Select product is that it comes in a 3-tier system. Now, this is not how it always was. Back in 2012 when it first came out, it wasn't a 3-tier product with Concourse, Premier, and Courtside or field level if you're looking into it from the football standpoint. However, I believe this started, I want to say in 2014 when it started having the tiered levels, or 2015, I just can't remember, but it wasn't always like this. However, now with the whole concept of Concourse, Premier, and Courtside field level, it reminds me so much of those 90s cards like 1996 Flair Showcase with row 2, row 1, and row 0. Similar to 1996 Topps Finest with the common, uncommon, and rare, which would be the bronze, silver, and gold cards. And that's something that really calls to me because it was something that I really loved in the past. And having that type of layout, I really like that. I don't know how else to say it, but I really like the fact that it goes to that 3-tier layout, and the fact that those courtside and field level cards are rare in terms of how much come per box. There's that chase element within Select for those rare field level courtside cards, as well as for the parallels, for the Prizm parallels, whether it's dragon scale or zebra print or white Prizms. I think that the parallels that Select offers is pretty nice, and I think that I just can't remember, but I feel that the amount of parallels in Select isn't as large as something like Prizm. And you have to kind of think about it this way: because Prizm is available in many different types of ways, like mega boxes, hanger boxes, each of those products has its own particular set of parallels in order to kind of make it as a selling point. And because of that, we see an overabundance of different types of Prizm parallels. I think it's 23 or something like that. I can't remember what the number is, but with Select, there's only a smaller amount, which makes it a little more fun. And even with the numbered cards in Select, they're hard to pull. So I really do like Select product as a whole for those two particular reasons. Now, Will it overtake Prizm? I don't think so. I don't think it'll overtake Prizm because the fact that Prizm is retail and there's so many people in the market that are in terms of the flip game, and people buying retail boxes to flip, I don't think that Select will overtake Prizm. Now, this may change, and I think there's a couple of things to kind of take note of and keep an eye on. With football, 2020 Select is going to be available through retail. Now, here's something that I'm thinking of, and as to why I think Select has good value as well, is that as people are starting to buy up these Select products through the retail, yes, going forward, I'm not sure how it'll be in basketball, if it'll be available in retail, but I'm assuming that since Select football is being available through retail, I could only assume that basketball is going to be available through retail as well. But as more people get their hands on this product, they're going to start noticing, yeah, it's a pretty nice chromium product, a good alternative to Prizm. And when people start seeing Select and we see an increase in demand for Select because of the retail space, some people are going to be looking back for the older Select products. And because of that, and because these older Select products aren't overly produced like today's retail products, then the pop reports, the quantity available is lower. And you can see it in the PSA pop reports as well, that a lot of the PSA pop reports for Select cards is significantly lower than Prizm. Now, upon looking at the current prices of Select, in some aspects of the hobby, Select has surpassed Optic. So we're seeing a push for Select, and whether it's through content creators trying to push Select down and telling people to buy Select, or it's because a lot of people are starting to realize how great of a product it is, we're starting to see the slow rise of Select. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Select garners more popularity after being released as a retail product and people start looking back at the older Select products. Now, of course, we have the hype of the first year sets, like first year Prizm, first year Select, so those ones are already at a good price point. But what I'm trying to think about is those ones in the middle years, like 2016, 2017, 2018. Yeah, I really like Select. I'm a big Select guy. I really love the white Prizm look. I love the field Courtside cards. I think they have a lot of eye appeal to it, and sometimes for demand to increase and shift, eye appeal does make a difference. With Prizm, I just feel Prizm is just so plain, especially with the current product these days. 2019 Prizm, 2018 Prizm, 2020 Prizm with the football. I just think Prizm is such a plain looking product, whereas with Select, it's more aesthetically pleasing to my eye. Yeah, these are just my thoughts on Select as to why I think Select has plenty of value still, even despite people talking about Select and saying, hey, Select is going to boom. I still feel like there is value in it. Usually when I try to buy certain cards, yeah, I'll look at the Prizm cards, but one of the first sets that I look at is Select because I'm such a huge fan of that product. And I feel, like I said, there is value to be had there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a pretty short video. I just wanted to get my thoughts on Select, even though I know that plenty of other content creators have already talked about it, but I just wanted to give my thoughts and my opinions on the subject. So if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. We do videos on a daily basis here. I enjoy talking about sports cards. My next upcoming videos, I think I've been looking into particular cards where I feel have value, and I kind of want to present that to you guys in some of these upcoming videos, as well as talk about the state of the current modern NBA market, as well as more and more content creators are starting to speak out about how there's a dip in the current NBA card market, and what I want to do is kind of focus on seeing where there may be opportunity in that space. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and with that being said, my name is Josh, and I'll see you guys in the next video later.